Subscribe to my channel.
Okay guys, how many of us want to create a very beautiful animated background like this? If you want to create something like this, okay guys, so please stay tuned to the video. We are going to be developing it from scratch. I'm going to be building it, showing you every single line of code and explaining. All right, so guys, please subscribe to the video now as we go through the tutorial. Guys, please subscribe, please subscribe to the video now, and let us build this identical animated background together. Okay, so guys, I see you guys in the video. Please subscribe and let's dive into it. Okay guys, welcome. Today we will be creating a beautiful animated background using our HTML and CSS. Okay, so guys, without further ado, we'll call this our home page. All right, so guys, please, if you are just turning into the channel, please, this is Code with Tech, your #1 programming hub where we simplify programming logic. Okay, so guys, please subscribe to the video before we get into it, because this video you're gonna like it. Trust me, coding is all about making the mind code. All right, making your mind code. Now let us get to it quickly. Now firstly, in our body section, we're going to create some div. All right, and class the div. The first div, we're going to class it as background. Okay, and we're going to come down and create another div here and class it as okay, and we'll come down in this div here in the particular div. We're going to create several other span. Okay, we're going to create the first span. All right, and in the first span here, we're going to create another span from A again. All right, we created 2 span already, so we're going to be creating logically, like I'm just going to copy this and then we paste A one more time, paste A one more time. Now we have created a like 1 2 3 4 6 times. All right, so guys, we have created this 6 different times. All right, so if you are following us, please, now the next thing we want to do, we want to create it to another way. All right, we want to create another div here and give the div a class saying that this is our home content. All right, in this home content here, guys, we're going to give a h1 saying welcome to my home page. All right, and under it, we're going to give you a paragraph tag saying enjoy the beautiful animated background. Okay, enjoy the beautiful animated background effect. All right, so guys, with that being said, we're going to hover strictly to our CSS. Now we have link it. This is our CSS. All right, I'm going to, but firstly, let me open it into the browser. When I open this into the browser, this is what we have. All right, this is what we have. Okay, so I'm going to push this aside, come here to our CSS here and save it. Now if I refresh this, now this is what we have in our work. All right, so for the CSS portion, we're going to start off by working with the first CSS, which would be our all over styling. Right, we'll say margin should be 0. We can here we say padding should also be 0. We can here we say box sizing should be border box. All right, we say box sizing should be border box. All right, so after doing this, I just want to open this out so we can see what we are doing. After doing that, as I save it, we come over here. Now you see everything have been reduced. All right, we have get rid of our default styling and so forth. So guys, when I open this up for us to continue our work, I'm going to have our body. All right, and say command HTML Now we want to give our own formatting to it. All right, so we're going to say height should be 100 VH. All right, and then we'll come down here, we say our font family should be, let's use POPPISM NS, and then we say comma SAN since I felt good. So we'll use this and we'll save it. Guys, we come and check into our browser. Now we have found another effect. We have found another thing that is currently running. And the next thing we want to work with here, we want to change that. We say overflow. Overflow should be hidden. Good. We save this. Now we can move on to the next part of our work. All right, now we want to bring this on the left side and carry this our browser here on the right side. All right, so guys, this will be on the left side, our browser will be on the right side. All right, now the next thing we want to do after this starting, we want to work with the background. All right, now remember in our HTML we name our div called background. All right, so we want to give a position. Our position should be absolute. All right, we want to give a width of 100%. We want to give a height of 100%. All right, after that we're going to come down and give it a background. So for background, we want to give it a linear gradient. All right, for linear gradient, we're going to say minus 45 degree. We're going to say minus 45 degree, comma, we say as well we use double E7752. Good. And then here again we say comma. The next place we're going to use this again, say E7, we use 3, C76E. All right, good. Okay, so please, you can practice with the same color that I'm using because I don't want anything changing at the end of the day for you. All right, because the color will pick specifically. All right, that's the reason you see I'm tapping them in gently. All right, now the last color will be pound 23 D5AB. All right, that is our last color. All right, now we come down after using that, we come down here and make our background size. All right, for background size we want to have 400%. all right, 400%, and save this. Now after saving it, if I come and refresh our browser, now this is what we have for now. All right, this is what we have for now, guys. This is what we have for now. Now if I come here, open this up and see if we can continue our coding in a very peaceful manner. We come down here. The next area we're going to work with in the background, we're going to work with Z index. Okay, our Z index, want to make it -1. all right, we save it. Now come down here, we read we need to add our animation to this. All right, animation will mark it as gradient. We say 15 seconds, and we say is we want it to happen on an infinite loop. All right, that will be infinite. Okay, now we move on to the next place. We're going to call our animation keyframe. For keyframe, say gradient. All right, we open this up and then we say at 0% of this, we want our background position to be 0%. all right, 0%. okay, now 0% to 50%. we save this. Now we come on the other end as well. We come down here, we take 50%. all right, at 50%, what should happen? We want our background position also to be 100%, 100% and 50%. Good. We come down again, we say add 50% once more. That is the returning of it. We want our background position to be 100% again. We want it to be 0% and 100%. All right. And 100%. All right. Want it to be 0 and 100%. All right. Cool. So for here, I'm just going to change it 100% quickly. Or we can use 0 and 50% here. 50% will be okay for us. 0 and 50% here. All right. Now, after using this, for this, we will push on to our next section of coding. All right. Now we come down here. We say dot. We say the. Remember, we had this starting here. Particulars, right? The particulars. Now, these are floating particulars within the background. All right. We want our position to be absolute. All right. We come down. We say the width should be 100 pixels. The height should be the same 100 pixels. All right. I'll push up a bit so we can see what we are doing. And then we say overflow should be heading. We come again, we say after overflow heading, we want to work with another thing. We want to say display. Our display should be blocked. We save this. For now, let's leave out display. All right. For now, let's keep display out of it. So we'll use our Z index instead of display. Z index should be 0. All right. Now we save it. Okay. After saving this, we're going to come down here and use again. And then we call the span and all of the little things then we put into the span. We say position should be absolute again, and then we come out, we say display should be block. So we'll use display block for the span, and then the width, our width should be like 10 pixels. The height should be the same 10 pixels. All right. And then the next thing we want to look out here for will be background. Okay, the background should be on an RGB color or RGBA will be okay. We can use 255, and the next play we can use 255, and the next play we can use 255, and then for this we can use 0.8. 0.8. All right, good. After using this, we want to create an animation. The animation here will name it float. All right, and give it 10 seconds, and ask it to be a linear infinite. Good. We get out of this. We come down, give it a border radius. We want to make it as a circle. All right, so it'll be 50% border radius, turning it as a circle. All right. Now we'll come down and create another keyframe. Another keyframe again. With the keyframe, we say float, and with float, we open this up. We start to put our next work to action. All right. We take 0%. In this 0% here, we want to have transform. Translate y. All right, translate y 100 VH. All right, the next play we want to have here, translate y 100 VH, and we want to have our scale should be 1. All right, and we want to have opacity as well. Opacity should be 1. All right, we save this. Now opacity is also 1. Now look in here, we have these things. All right, you have to be very careful as you are typing them, otherwise you might get yourself in something that you just don't want. All right, so the next place here, we're going to work with this again. We say transform. Okay, we say translate y again, and now this y, instead of being 100, we'll make it with minus 10 vh, minus 10 vh. All right, now the next thing we're going to scale it, at 0.5, 0.5. all right, and the next thing we're going to do, we're going to give our opacity going to be 0. all right, good. We save this. Now after saving it, we want to get out of the entire thing. All right, now we can go and check our work a bit. All right, we shouldn't just be coding and not checking anything. All right, I guess seeing some of the things we are doing right now, I think you can see what is happening here. All right, now this animation is working already. Okay, this animation is working already. It is moving smoothly. All right, now the next thing we want to do, we want to work with the puzzles, and we want to make them randomly move around the string. All right, now they are just moving in one corner. We want to make them move randomly around the string. So here we say dot. Okay, and in here we say span, and then we say the nth dot char. All right, in the bracket we put 1, which is the first char. All right, we open this out, we say left should be 10%. all right, we push from here, we say animation delay 0. all right, animation delay should be 0 second. all right, we save this. Now we can copy this all through and bring it along. all right, so bring it down and take the second char. All right, we take the second char, we say left should be 25%, and animation delay should be like 2 seconds, and next thing we want animation duration. Animation duration should be like 12 seconds. all right, we don't want everything to have the same time frame to them. Now paste this one again, we come to the third chart. all right, come to the third chart, we want to make this out of 40%, and then animation delay should be 4. all right, we save it. So we are not adding any animation duration to this. all right, we'll move forward to the fourth chart. For the fourth chart, we're going to save it again. We changing this to like 70%, and they will come here. For this, we will make it 3 seconds. all right, and then we'll move over to the fifth chart. We're going to make this out of 85%, and our animation delay will be 5 seconds. We save it. Now we have the fifth chart. Now the next place we want to turn up to will be the sixth chart. all right, the sixth chart. For the sixth chart, we're going to have this being 55%, and animation delay should be 1 second, and for here we'll have animation duration should be 14 seconds. all right, we save this. Now for here, will put the 4th child here, and for here we'll put the 6th child, and for here we will put our 5th child here. We save this up. All right, now we can go back and see what are some of the changes we have made. Now if you see here clearly, these are things that you will observe. All right, these are things you will observe. These are things you will observe. All right, you will see the round circle bulbs going into the air. Okay, so the next thing we want to do, we want to work on this, our text. The next thing we want to do, we want to work on our text content. All right, we want to work on our text content. Want to work on our text content. So to work on our text content, we'll say home. We'll say home content, and the home content will say position relative. Position relative, and we'll say the Z index should be 1. All right. Color, for color, we want it to be white. All right, we say text align, we say center, and then we come down here, we say the top should be 50%. We want it to be in the center. All right, and the next thing we want to do here, we want to say transform. We want to say transform translate y should be minus 50%. Good. You can save this. And next we want to come here where we have our home content, and say h1. Here should be your class. Get out of it quickly. Say h1. Now for this, we say font size increase by 3 rem. All right, and then we come here, we say the home content again, we say b, the paragraph there should be increased by, the font size should increase by 1.2 rem, and our margin to be 10 pixels. We save it. All right, now if I get back to our browser, refresh it, now this is what we are having now. Now if you look here carefully, I've turned this into a mobile view. If you look here carefully, we cannot see everything that is going on with our text. All right, now we want to bring the text down. All right, the top 50% is not helping us. All right, the top 50% is not helping us. When I say it's not helping us, it's way too above. All right, it's way too above the pay grade. So we want to bring the text down into the middle. All right, so I'll open our co-editor quickly. We'll come here where top say in 50%. All right, now we change this to 20%, save it, come back here, refresh our browser. Okay, we are still getting the same thing. There's our home content. All right, all right, so guys, we want to bring the entire text down. All right, we want to bring it down. We don't want it being up like that. All right, we want to bring it down. But it going way in the air like that is not what we want, to be honest. It's not what we want. So you manual sound this, come here, we refresh it and see. Okay, now guys, we are not permitted to see what is up there yet because some other key reason, but we're going to look here and find the container that is in. All right, the container that is in the container is called home content. All right, so for our home content, we can redesign it. All right, we can redesign this entire home content. All right, we can redesign it. We can redesign this home content. All right, now we can redesign it. Now we just redesign it by getting rid of these two. All right, by getting rid of the two. Now after getting rid of them, we want to say height 100 VH and save it. All right, I want to redesign it. So margin top, we can use 50%. All right, save this, come here, refresh it. 50% is way too much, above the pay grade, so we're going to reduce this to at least 10%. Come back, refresh it. All right, 10% is okay. Now we have our text in the middle. All right, we have our text in the middle. Another way you could do it, all right, to bring the text in the middle very smoothly could be like this. Now we could come here, give it position relative as a set index 1. We will come here and ask it to display flex. So I'll get rid of this first. After getting rid of this, come here, refresh it. Now this come back in the air. Now we will come up here and say display flex. All right, but this will not be important for us because we have several things there. So we'll just use this center, and then we use our height 100 VH. All right, and then we say margin top. All right, we use margin top to be something like 20, like you 50 pixel. Good, we save it. If we come here, we refresh this. Now we have this cool looking animation. Now you are seeing it for yourself. All right, so if you want to create something like this, guys, please take your own time. You go through the entire video, you try to learn it step by step. All right, please try and learn it step by step. So guys, without further ado, I hope that we learned something from the video, and I see you guys in our next video. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Please guys, do not forget to subscribe, guys. Please subscribe.
Subscribe to my channel.